So ladies and gentlemen, today we want to look at how to come up with the average. Sometimes we call it the mean in Microsoft Excel. So in order to calculate the average in Microsoft Excel, we need to have more than two numbers that we want to use as sample values to calculate the average. So we're going to select one of these cells and then we start inputting these values. So I'll go ahead and input the values in the first cell, which is cell C179. C179 is the name of this cell, and we said this name is obtained according to the column, which is column C, and then row 179. So I'll go ahead and put the first value, which is 56. I'll go ahead and get another value, then I'll put any value, then I select another one, I put any value, and then from here I put another value, which is that. Then lastly I will put that one. So I have these four values, and all of these values are in different columns but in the same row. So after putting these values, there are 5 values. I'm now going to calculate the average of these numbers. So how am I going to do this? What you need to do is you have to select one of the cell which is going to display the answer, which is going to display the result after you have calculated the average. So I can select this one, and then from there I'll go ahead and put equal sign. I'll type equal sign. When I type equal sign, it will tell Excel that I want to do calculation, and then from there the function and formulas will be my fetch. I can easily fetch these formulas in the function libraries in Microsoft Excel. So I'll go ahead and type average. So I'll go ahead and type the average. So after typing the average, now you can see the average will return the average arithmetic mean of its argument, which can be numbers or names or any array. So from there, after putting the function, I'll go ahead and open the parenthesis. So I'll go ahead and open the parenthesis, and then I'll put the first value. The first value is this one. So just tap on that cell that contains the number, and you will see the cell reference. The cell reference, which is C179. This one means that you are getting the cell reference. That's the name of the cell which contains the value that we are targeting. So C179 is the name of the cell, but that cell contains the value that we want. So after that, go ahead and put a comma. You separate that with a comma. Then you put the second value, which is that D179. Then put a comma. Then put the other one. Then put a comma. Put the other value, a comma, and then put the other one, the last value. So after that, go ahead and close the bracket. You go ahead and close the bracket. So when you do that, now you have the full function that is going to be used to calculate the arithmetic mean of all these values here. So what you do, go ahead and press enter on your keyboard. Remember, this is the enter key, which is going to help us to execute the command. So go ahead and press that, or you can get that also on your keyboard. Like when you check your keyboard here, we have this one, the enter key, which is here, so you can easily press that one. So from here, I'll go ahead and press enter. Now after that, now you can see I have the result, which is 478.2, and that is going to be the mean. So how did I get this one? Of course, Excel function, which is the average function, will go ahead and calculate the average mean, or we calculate the arithmetic mean of all these numbers, and then you get the results. And remember, we said we use the function. Which is when you check here in the formula bar, you can see the function. The other way you can check this is by selecting one of the cell, and then you put another function which is called the formula text. So you can go ahead and select formula. You can select the formula text, formula. So you can select the formula text, formula text. This one will turn the formula as a string, and then from there, after that, go ahead and select that formula text, formula text. So after putting that, go ahead and open the bracket, and then you put the reference, which is this. Then from there you close the bracket. So after closing the bracket, now we want to see the formula that we have used. Now when you press enter, now you can see I have the function that I have used in order to get this average. So when you look at this function here, one, it has equal sign. It has equal sign that tells Excel that I want to do a calculation. Secondly, it is having the function name. It has the function name, and that function name is the average. Is the average. And then number 3, it's having what we call the parentheses. It has the parentheses, and these parentheses, these are open bracket and close bracket. And then number 4 is having what we call the parameters. And these parameters, sometimes we call them the arguments. So inside the bracket, of course, when we open the bracket, what is inside, what we put inside is what we call the parameters. So when you have all that, when you have all of these four, these are the 4 main parts that make up a function. And then when you have the name of the function, which is the average function, you have the equal sign, you have the parameters and the parentheses, and then you have the values, and then it is very easy for you to come up with the average. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. You can also go and check with different numbers, and this one can even calculate numbers which are so complex, because like for example, you can use what we call the range. You can use range, like maybe I can just go ahead and say equal sign, and then I say average. I get the average, and then I go ahead and open the bracket. So now after that, I want to get the average of these numbers, but the first value is in C179. So you can say C179, which is that value. You see it has been selected. Then you can use what you call a semicolon to mean the range, like ranging from this value to the other value. And the other one is G179. So we can say that's going to be which is G179. So after that, now you can see all these values have been selected. So now after that, go ahead and close the bracket. So now it means that even if you have how many hundreds numbers, even if you have a lot of numbers, could be whole number, could be decimal numbers, when you use the range, it can easily manipulate. It can give you the exact answer that you want. So when you press enter, you can see I still get 478.2, 478. So here I used what we call the range, and this one is used when you have a big array of numbers. But this one, where you just use a comma, you use it if you have like small numbers, like 2 or 3 numbers. But when you have a big array of numbers, then I encourage you that you go ahead and use the range. So thank you guys. I appreciate you for always sharing our videos and liking them. Please continue. That's the best way you can give us morale. Share them on your social media, and also remember to go and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also register on our website, because we have very many videos which are related to this. Otherwise, thank you guys. Let's catch up in the next video.